Here we have Muhammad's first swim. So when you first came, you weren't a swimmer, and most of what you were doing in the water was trying to see where you were going and trying to figure out how to kick and pull. So what we did was we started working on Superman, where we got your body as tall as possible, got your head looking down, and this allows you to use one side of your body and then the other. So with balance, you work a lot less. Being horizontal, there's a lot less drag, and you move quite easily through the water. So we've been working on this for a while, and until we get everything nice and smooth, it's difficult to breathe where we should, because usually we're sinking at some point. So here you are a lot taller in the water. Notice that you just set your head down, and that dropped the legs down a little bit. So we want to focus on using our hips when we swim, and a little less about the shoulders, more about the hips. So you've really come along. Notice that the feet are not nearly as active as they were, and you're a lot more horizontal. So nice and tall in the water. Nice push off in Superman. So you're getting a lot of distance here. So from the last time we met, we were working on trying to get the hands down and get a little bit tauter through the lower body. And everything you did was working really well. So we were thinking about bending the arm when we pull back. So we want to lift the elbow and pull the hand through. And that shows here really nicely. So really good focus. Each little change takes so much thought. So you have to look at each thing we focused on. So over the water, this was when you first started. So even where you were, you couldn't get your arms over the water. The legs were low, and we couldn't use the hips just from having a high head position. So as we got through the class, we saw the head come down and the hips start to move. So this allows room for your arms to come over the water. Using the hips to get the arms over means that the hips are where we drive our stroke from. So really nicely done here. And from our final lesson in the class, you're thinking about that elbow-led recovery here. So the first two strokes were nicely done, and that stroke nicely done. So just try to get that stroke so that you finish through to the back, and then you lift the elbow away and forward so that it pulls the hand with it instead of the hand leading. So over the water here. Again, nice hand position. And then from here we can see we want everything to stack between the chest and the back. So we should see the head and shoulders and the chest coming at us. Anything more below there is drag. So here we've stacked everything nice and horizontal, and you'll notice every once in a while we see the legs show up when you kick a little too big. But other than that, everything stays nice and horizontal. So really nice work here. And in the final one. Nicely done. So here we've got one side of the body moving, then the other. Great job.